Yeah, they were horsemen and basically were in cavalry. However, oh, how about this? However,
Because
I don't think so. I don't think so. It can help. Well, okay, how we revise this. However, the Greek, this words gave them prestige and help gave the patrician prestige and help patrician to maintain their claim of leadership over the other Romans. But development in the art of war was denying the patrician their exclusive right to prestige. The Greeks, Etruscan, and now the Romans were using heavily armed infantrymen who were commoners, and this increase had encouraged democracy in Athens and increased self-confidence of small farmer plebeian soldiers of Rome. Okay, this give them they were horsemen and basically were in cavalry. This were give them prestige. However, it was denied by the Greek Etruscan was who were which were using heavily armed infantrymen. Yeah, heavily armed infantrymen. Okay. This, I think it's too long. Let we read from beginning. The Romans lost trade with the Etruscan and with Greek colonies in southern Italy when the Romans freeing themselves from Etruscan rule. Rome had been the greatest, we must put translation word, then Rome had been the greatest power among the Latins and had been resented by the other Latins. But however, the Latin neighbors doesn't want to be ruled. How to make it free from this? How to make it connected? One freed themselves from Etruscan rule as had the Romans. Don't need this, and they join so we don't need. However, the Latin as did by the Latin as did by the Latin neighbors as did by the Latin as had by Romans. Okay, the Latin neighbors also freed themselves from enjoying together with Rome. Okay, as had by Romans, the Latin neighbors also freed themselves from Etruscan. How about the Latin neighbors also freed themselves from Etruscan and joined together with Rome. Rome in alliance. Join an alliance with Rome. So we modify the words, okay, to make it short. As had by Romans, Latin neighbors also freed themselves from Etruscan and joined an alliance with Rome. We don't need this. We don't need this. The treaty, the alliance treaty held that business contracts between people from different states within the alliance were to be bound by law. That equally held treaty equally held that business contract between people the alliance were to be bound by law. Okay, they could share commanding armies together in the spoils of war. Moreover, Roman patricians tended to be belligerent toward neighboring powers with whom they had no alliance. They were horsemen and basically were in cavalry. This war gave them prestige. However, it was denied by the Greeks, Etruscans, which were using heavily armed infantrymen. Okay, how about this, Mbak Rianti? I will read it again after we revise. Okay, the Romans lost trade with the Etruscan.
I can see.
Yeah, I just so you can listen to my to what I read. The Romans lost trade with the Etruscan and with Greek colonists. We must put the freeing at the beginning. It's the most important part. When the Romans freeing themselves from the Etruscan rule is the more important. The Romans lost trade with Etruscan and with Greek colonies in southern Italy. Then Rome had been the greatest power among Latins and had been resented by the other Latins, as had by the Romans. Okay, the Latin neighbors also freed themselves from Etruscan and joined an alliance with Rome. The alliance treaty equally held that business contracts between people from different states within the alliance were to be bound. Okay, we must to delete this. That from different states that is bound. That was bound by law. More shorter, right? That was bound.
Too long.
Yeah, too long. We must make it shorter. Was bound by law. They could share commanding armies together in spoils of war. Moreover, Rome's patricians tended to be belligerent toward Nicapore's powers, with whom they had no alliance. They were horsemen and basically were in cavalry. This war gave them prestige. However, it was denied by the Greeks, Etruscan, which were using heavily armed infantrymen. How about this? More comprehensive, right? And not too long. Okay. This is the final summarizing of us, and we almost in the end of our meeting. Do you have question about how to summarize?
Too difficult.
Too difficult? Yeah, just try to make it by your own word.
Understand the text about.
Ya, makanya kalau dalam meringkas suatu tes itu tidak cukup untuk sekali jalan. Kita perlu kayak revise again. Revise again. And edit, revise and edit, karena pasti ada salah satu yang perlu yang belum berkesinambungan antara satu kalimat ke kalimat yang lainnya. Jadi kita harus revise terus. Kita bisa pakai translation word untuk membuat teksnya, hasil ringkasannya itu terdengar komprehensif, lebih nyambung. Ya, Mbak Kusmiati bilang jujur masih bingung, Miss. Ya.
Jujur banget dia.
You can. Okay, we can.
Mengambil poin terpenting dalam tes semua.
Ya. Okay. So, because we don't have enough time to summarize the other two exercises, so we can move to our conclusion. What do you know? What do you understand about summarizing? Mbak Martija? After we learn, after we practice,
we should identify the main idea from the text and combine the
combine the important information in shorter way. Make it shorter and comprehensive.
Yeah, comprehensive.
Yeah, and don't pick up unimportant information. Don't pick up the redundant. Yeah, the redundant information can be look at more how to say that. Ya, kalau ada redundant information, we can stop at for a while and try to analyze why it could, because it might be a main idea, important information that we can put in our summarizing text. Okay, and okay, that's all about summarizing. And okay, and this is, yeah, you must practice more about this because it took a long time to